Yo guys, what is going on? It is Royal here today on the brand new season of Dungeons for the New Year's map. This is going to be releasing tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST or on Saturday, December 27th. I believe that is at 3 p.m. EST. Of course, if you guys want to hop on and check it out using my custom IP, royal.enchantedmc.net would be greatly appreciated. As whenever you guys use my custom IP, it does directly support me in the channel. And of course, the server is Bedrock and Java compatible, so the Bedrock information is going to be linked down below in the description. As you guys can see, we already have a massive new spawn for dungeons this map. And one thing I do want to mention before we even hop into some of the brand new updates this season, and there's actually massive gameplay updates as well, I want to see what type of series you guys want on dungeons this map. Obviously, I can join a competitive team, at least a relatively competitive team. Hopefully we don't get striked. You guys know how that usually goes for me, but we can either do a comp series or we can do a pay to win series where this map we would get 100,000 credits. Obviously, I would be DQ'd from payouts because it would be spawned in credits, and having 100,000 would be nuts, but it would be like a 100,000 subscriber special type of map. Or I can just recruit viewers and we can try and comp with viewers. I think it would be really hard because this map is a cosmetic map. Obviously, it's the New Year's map, so there's going to be a ton of people playing, a ton of competition. It would be extremely hard to place with the viewer cell, but we could obviously try it. So you guys let me know what type of series you want to see. Join a competitive team, make my own competitive team with viewers, or a 100,000 credit pay to win map. And with all of that out of the way, I do just want to mention there is a brand new cosmetic crate as well that is releasing on Sunday at what time? Okay, no, yeah, actually it says it right here. I'm blind. It releases at 3 p.m. EST on Sunday as well. If you guys take a look, you have a bunch of emotes, a bunch of like hats, nameplates right here, chat colors, 1 of 1 limited edition sets. I am actually going to be ripping these open whenever they do drop, but I am opening them for Tyler. Tyler sent me, I think, 28,000 credits to go ahead and use on these whenever they drop. So we'll see if we can win anything. If we can win at least some of the rare stuff where 5 people can win, I doubt we're going to win a 1 of 1. But yeah, we'll see what we end up pulling. If you guys do care about cosmetics, that is going to be dropping this Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's actually hop into the gameplay updates for dungeons this map because there are a lot of them. To start it off, you are now going to be able to make something called mutated crystals. So if I go over to my sword, obviously, if you guys don't know what dungeons is, you basically go over here and you kill zone mobs. You progress, level up your sword. There's a ton of swords that you could progress through that do just more and more damage every single time you upgrade it. There's perks, sword attributes, enchant mastery. You guys probably know all of this already with a bunch of custom enchants as well. But let's go over to the crystals. We're going to head over to the main sword. I don't entirely know how this new system works just yet, but new mutated crystals. Players will now have a chance to merge 2 fully maxed 125% crystals into 1 crystal, taking only 1 crystal slot and allowing you to have bigger varieties of crystals and boosts on your sword. So right here, crystal merging, merge 2 fully maxed crystals when they are each at 125% boost and 100% chance to apply. Fuse them into 1 crystal. Now keep in mind, there is only a 25% chance that this merged crystal is actually going to work. So I have a few spawned in crystals right here, and we're going to try and merge them with Archer and Black Hole. Again, only a 25% chance this works. First one was a fail. Your crystal fusion has failed. So we just go ahead, try again. Boom, that failed as well. Try it again. That failed as well. Surely we get one to work, right? That one also failed. Oh my God. I mean, mathematically speaking, this next one has to be it. Like, it just has to be. And wow, I think they all just completely failed. Oh wait, no, they didn't. They were working. Hold on. Your crystal fusion has failed. Maybe it's a little bit glitched. This is obviously just the dev server, so not everything is set up. I swear it said every single one failed, but if I do go right over here, you guys can see the Archer and Black Hole crystal. We can now apply that to the sword, and we have 2 boosts on our sword. But I believe you can merge any crystal you want, any 2 crystals. So if you wanted to merge like Frostmark with Laser or Laser with Zombie Apocalypse, you could do that. They just need to be fully maxed out. So this update is clearly going to add so much more progression to the actual series. You're going to be able to make way more overpowered swords because technically speaking, you're going to be able to have 12 crystals on your sword if you make a merged crystal for every single slot. Now, to ensure the economy is still balanced with the new mutated crystals, they have removed 2 crystal slots, one from the main sword and then one from the dual sword category, because obviously now you can merge, so you can technically hold more slots as it is. But yeah, massive gameplay update right there. Now let's move on to the enchant rebate. Earn enchant rebate points to gain a 5% discount on your next X amount of levels purchase. Players will earn enchant rebate points from grinding / crates and a new cashback enchant. I don't know where this enchant actually is. It might not be on the dev server just yet. Oh wait, actually it's a shard enchant. It is right here. Gives you 1x enchant rebate point when activated. Now keep in mind, these points cannot be saved and will be spent automatically on any enchant regardless of level/tier, providing you that discount to save more currencies on your next immediate purchase. So basically, enchants are just going to be able to be cheaper. If I take a look right here, enchant rebate, earn enchant rebate points from crates. I already went through that. I currently have 1,000 rebate points automatically used on your next purchase. So if I take a look at Soul Greed right here, I'm going to buy 1 level of it. And was it just cheaper? I don't entirely, yeah, I think it was just cheaper. So if I dump all of my souls into that, we still have 879 rebate points, but it is making the enchant 5% cheaper. It might be a little confusing if I'm going to keep it a buck. We will definitely learn it a little bit more whenever the season actually starts. But yeah, since this new feature is being introduced, some of the later game enchants are actually more expensive. So players are like required to use their rebate points to make it cheaper. Now, the next gameplay update is actually huge. You are going to be able to now critically hit mobs. It's going to promote more active grinding instead of just like the AFK meta, which Dungeons is like a tycoon AFK type of game mode, but this is going to reward the grinders who actually are present and grinding. So they have added crits that are small and they surround any mob at any time. Crits and particles around specific mobs, providing a boost when the crit location is hit. So there is going to be a red critical hit, which is going to do more damage. I'm not really sure if I see any crits on any mobs at the moment, but basically the red one is a damage crit that will provide a 0.5x final damage multiplier for 10 seconds when hit. There's a purple crit, which is an enchant booster. Whenever you hit this, you gain an extra 0.25x enchant multiplier for 10 seconds. And then there is a blue critical hit, and that is going to give you +1 attack speed for 10 seconds when hit. Now that I think about it, I think I did actually see a purple critical while I was waiting. Oh wait, look, there's a blue critical right here. It spawns on the mob. As you guys can see, it's right there. Do I have to hit the mob? I don't actually know how to crit this thing, but the blue one would upgrade my attack speed. It might honestly already be doing it. Now, on top of that, there's also a massive change with your attack speed as well. So if you guys can see right here on my scoreboard, I have a swing rate of 250 milliseconds, right? I think that's what MS stands for. I could be wrong technically, but basically last season with the booster cookies, there was a massive, I guess, kind of glitch and super overpowered meta that made your AFK mob actually better than regular mobs. So in order for them to balance this a little bit better, they have just added a swing rate. So instead of attack speed / swing boost going up in intervals of 20%, which was from sword attributes, it was from perks, they have changed it to 1 attack every X duration. So 250 ms for normal mob. And then on the AFK mob, I believe it's going to be 1,000 milliseconds. I'm a little confused as to what this entirely means. I'm not the smartest guy of all time, all right? So yeah, there is a change to attack speed, but basically it's just going to make it so it's a whole lot more balanced, and something like the AFK mob being better than your regular mobs, that will never happen again. Now, I do still want to find one more critical so I can try and show it off a little bit better, because I do think it's supposed to put a message in chat, so maybe I'm not hitting the critical right, because is this not a blue crit? If I like swap mobs and then come back over here, bro, am I tweaking? Oh, look, see, there's a red particle right here. And actually, I just got word from the devs that I think it's a 1.18 thing that I can't hit it right now. So I'm going to swap over to 1.20. Hopefully this is fixed though on Start of the World. We already told the devs about it. Let me actually swap over to 1.20. Okay, now we are back on 1.20 and bang, I just hit the attack speed crit. There it is. That is the more active gameplay. It's small little upgrades, but it will definitely still provide you guys with a good boost if you are actively looking at your screen and playing. And it does send a message in chat. Hopefully that's going to be fixed on the earlier versions whenever the server actually drops. But if you guys do have that problem, just swap over to either 1.19 or 1.20 or 1.21. I think it literally just doesn't work on 1.18, which is what I was on. And there is also a glitch with the crystals, as you guys saw, like with the chat message saying it failed even though it didn't fail. That is going to be fixed as well. And I would say those are some of the main gameplay changes and updates. Obviously, it's pretty massive. Look, there's another crit right here. That is the enchant crit, which is going to give us a 1.25x enchant multiplier. So this map should be a banger. Again, I do want to comp. I wanted to comp on prisons, but it just didn't end up working out, to be honest. I slacked for Start of the World, slacked the first few days, but I will be online for Start of the World for dungeons. we're going to be grinding right off the rip. So no matter what type of series we do, if it's joining somebody, if it's creating my own cell, or if it's the pay to win series, I am still going to be grinding. There's a couple of like quality of life changes. If you guys want to see all that, make sure you join the Enchanted MC Discord and then just go over to the Dungeons tab. You guys can see every little thing that has been changed, but I just wanted to go over the main gameplay updates and then talk about what type of series you guys want to see. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for the showcase video. Again, this is releasing tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST. So hopefully you guys are hyped to come check out the server. Again, I am going to be online this time for Start of the World, trust me. And yeah, with all that being said, that's going to go ahead and do it. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, sub if you guys are new, and yeah, I will catch you guys on the actual server.